Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Hashem, Hashai B'Hashem, Krakodah, Shalom to the 144,000 and rest elect out there. Shalom to you all. This is going to be super, super quick. Anyway, I had a couple of different titles rolling in my head. I guess I will choose this title. U.S. will not back Iran. Let me rephrase that. U.S. will not back Israel in the attack or on the attack of Iran, not Iran. So anyway, I was watching this. Give me a second. Bottom line, the elite know that if the U.S. get involved, backs up Israel in the attack on Iran, that it would lead to World War III, excuse me. Even Biden had enough sense. When you go back some years, when the war, the Russians first declared war on the Ukraine, Biden was asked whether they're going to get involved in that war militarily. He said no, because that would be World War III. So they know that. They didn't understand World War III. Netanyahu doesn't understand. He believes, I don't know what he really believes, but so this is TVC news, Nigerian news. And this was put up 11 minutes ago. Netanyahu says Israel will respond to Iran following Houthi attack. And if you kept up with the global news, the geopolitical world, Hamas gives Muslim nations wake-up call after Houthi aerial blockage of Israel. So Israel and the Houthis are at war. So Netanyahu wants to go ahead and attack Iran. The U.S., he wants the U.S. to get involved. The U.S. refuses to get involved because they know what's up. So this was 5 days ago. This was more than a year ago. It says, is Israel dragging the U.S. into a war with Iran? If that happens, that's World War II. That's Armageddon. This was 5 days ago. Amid concerns, U.S. says it will stop Iran's nukes. This is 5 days ago. Huckabee, if Iran talks fail, Trump won't be dragged into war. So you can read these yourself. I didn't even go into the news. Okay, Reuters, Iran says it will strike back if U.S. or Israel attacks. Now remember, Netanyahu wants a full-on attack on Iran, on the Republic of Iran, but they can't do it, or they won't do it unless the U.S. Backs them up, and the U.S. does not want to back them up. That's World War III. AP, Associated Press. Israel assures U.S. it won't strike Iran nuclear or oil site. Yeah, because they want the resources. And that was back, well, that was a year ago. That was a year ago. It was before he was president. So this is April 25th, which is a couple of days ago, right here. Trump, Israel won't drag us into war with Iran, but will lead. I'm not going to read the rest of it. Israel is said to be deeply concerned that the U.S. is closing in on a bad deal with Iran that will not meet Jerusalem's stated essential whatever. So that's in the news, right? First scripture that comes to my mind, it's actually in two places, but I go to Jeremiah 49. Jeremiah 49. If it tarry, wait for it, If it shall not tarry, it shall surely come. We've been saying this for years, before YouTube, about the situation with Israel getting involved with Iran. And Iran is a key nation, a key country. Give me a second here. It's around about 20-ish. Edom, we know who the Edomites are. Let me do a cheat right here. Is that an O? Here we go. So prophecy against Kedar and Hazor. Jeremiah 49:28 concerning Kedar and concerning the kingdom of Hazor, which is Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, shall smite, saith the Lord of the hosts, their tents and their flock shall they take away. I want to go right to the. Wait a minute. Let me try draw. I'm sorry. Draw. Okay, now why didn't flock come up? Here you got flock right here. Did I spell it wrong? Okay, this is what I want. And I should have went right to 20. It starts at 20. Let's go to the 18th verse. As in, so Jeremiah 49 is happening as we speak. Jeremiah 49:18, as in the overthrow of Sodom. And I got to go up a little bit more because it involves Edom. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathens and despised among men. Obadiah 1. Thy terribleness, their power, have deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwelleth in the cliffs of the rock. Obadiah 1. That holdeth the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle. Obadiah, I will bring thee down from thence, saith Yahweh. They started going down in the 69, 70. When they came back from the Vietnam War, that's what brought drugs to America, the Vietnam conflict. Also, Edom shall be a desolation. That's Edom shall be a desolation. Is talking about the land of Idumea, Edom, Isaiah 34, which is Babylon the Great. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all her plagues thereof. Scholar won't. You ask them to break this down, they won't know how to break it down. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighboring cities thereof. There were 5 cities altogether. Admah, Zoan, and there was another one. Somebody help me out. Saith Yahweh, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. Man shall not. The only living beings that will dwell in that land or rest in that land are the desert creatures. That's after it becomes a desert, as we've been saying. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan. The scriptures say the lion has come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles are on his way. Is on his way. That's either Ezekiel or Jeremiah against the habitation of the strong, the military ones. But I will suddenly make him run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I might appoint over her? For who is like me, and who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me. This is the key verse that I wanted. Therefore, this is why the U.S. does not want to have anything to do with backing up Iran on a potential attack against Iran, because they know what's going to happen. They know the scriptures. Therefore, hear the counsel of Yahweh that he hath taken against Edom. The Edomites are here. They're talking about, oh, the Edomites. No, the Edomites are here, and we know who they are. And his purpose that he hath proposed against the inhabitants of Teman, which are also Edomites. Surely the least of the flock, they're the small hats. That's a small group, and that's a small country compared to the U.S., to Russia, to Germany, or the EU nations. And they're not a part of NATO or the EU, although they're Edomites. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. That means Israel's going to be destroyed, but it's going to be built back up. The earth is moved at the noise of their fall. Why? The missiles are going to shake the earth. At the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. Because what's in close proximity to the Red Sea? The Levant. Israel, Palestine, the Gaza Strip, Iran, Iraq. You got the both Gulfs, Suez and Aqaba. You got the wilderness. You got Egypt. That whole area, as I said in the previous video, is the Levant. They're going to all meet up in the Levant. Behold, he shall come up and fly as an eagle and spread his wings over Bozrah. And at that day shall the heart of the mighty man, the military man of Edom, be as the heart of a woman in her pains. Meaning you're going to be, oh my God, in anguish. So anyway, that's all I'm going to speak on with that. So this is prophecy. This is prophecy, y'all. So we don't have to argue and debate with nobody. All we got to do is tell them what's going on. If you can't see it, then keep walking, keep moving. Here it is. This is as of 5 days ago. The U.S. clearly does not want to get involved because the elite know that's World War III. The elite know that that Russia is backing Iran. All you got to do is Russia backing Iran. Is Russia supplying missiles to Iran? Is Iran supplying backup to Russia? Matter of fact, you know what? Let me do this. Is Iran an ally to Russia? Is Iran allied to Russia? While Russia and Iran don't have a formal military alliance, it doesn't have to be military. They are considered strategic partners, particularly in light of the war in Ukraine and the shared, give me a second, and the shared opposition of the United States, they have been increasingly cooperating on military matters. As God shall be a god unto them. Russia shall be a god unto them, a guard, including the transfer of weapons and technology. Iran and Russia are strategic allies and form an axis in the Caucasus alongside Armenia. Iran and Russia are also military allies in the conflicts in Syria and Iraq and partners in Afghanistan and post-Soviet Central Asia. The Russian Federation is also the chief supplier of arms and weaponry to Iran. They're partners, they're allies. So with that, I'm going to say shalom. Y'all better get with the program, man. The chip is going to come, then this destruction is going to come. Shalom.